The village of Blackthorn lay cradled in the shadow of the Yorkshire Moors, a place where time seemed to stagnate beneath a perpetual shroud of mist. In 2024, its cobblestone streets wound past crumbling stone cottages, their chimneys puffing faint smoke into the damp air. Ancient oaks dotted the landscape, their gnarled branches whispering tales of centuries past tales of vanishings, of voices in the wind, and of a pact forged in desperation by villagers with forces beyond comprehension. The locals spoke of it in hushed tones, a curse tied to the largest oak, its roots said to harbor spirits older than the hills. Few ventured near after dusk, and those who did rarely returned unchanged. Arthur Brooks, a 28-year-old mechanic with calloused hands and a meticulous streak, lived in a modest cottage at the village's edge. His days were spent tuning engines. At the garage, his nights lost in the rhythm of polishing tools until they gleamed. Raised by his mother, Ellen, a stout woman of 55 with silver-streaked hair and a weary smile, and his younger sister, Sarah, a 22-year-old nurse with a sharp wit, Arthur was the family's anchor. Ellen had shouldered their upbringing alone since her husband Thomas died in a quarry accident 15 years prior, leaving her to mend both hearts and hems. Sarah, now training in Leeds, returned on weekends, her laughter a rare balm against the cottage's quiet. That Friday, the air hung, heavy with the promise of rain. Arthur and his friend, Tom Hargreaves, a lanky farmer with a penchant for storytelling, decided to camp near the moor after a long day. "Let's take the old path shorter cut," Tom suggested, his torch cutting through the gloom. Arthur nodded, his mind on a stubborn carburetor. The path led them past the cursed oak, its bark scarred with initials from generations past. A sudden urge struck Arthur, privacy scarce. He stepped behind the tree, relieving himself with a careless shrug. Tom chuckled. "Watch out for the spirits, mate." Arthur laughed it off, but a chill prickled his spine as a low hum emanated from the rude stop by midnight. The camp was a mess of laughter and half-eaten sandwiches. "This filth disgusts me," Arthur muttered, kicking a tin can into the heather. Tom grinned. "You and your cleanliness relax?" But as they packed, Arthur's head throbbed. "Something's wrong," he gasped, clutching his temples. The hum grew louder, a voice whispering, "You've defiled me." Tom froze. "Did you hear that?" Before Arthur could answer, a cloaked figure materialized tall, its face obscured, eyes glowing faintly green. "Get out," it roared, vanishing as quickly as it came. Back home, Ellen greeted them with tea. "You're late, Sarah's worried," she said. Arthur forced a smile, but his hands trembled. That night, he woke to a weight on his chest, a raspy voice hissing, "This body is mine." He stumbled to the mirror, his reflection smirked. Eyes alien. "Mum," he screamed. Ellen rushed in, finding him clawing at the walls. "What's happening?" Sarah, roused by the noise, joined them. "He's possessed," she cried. Ellen clutched her rosary. God help us. The next day, Arthur's behavior shifted. He refused to wash, spitting, "I love filth." Ellen pleaded, "Repent, son." But he laughed, a sound not his own. "I defy your God." Tom visited pale. "I saw it too near the oak." "We need help." Sarah suggested a doctor, but Ellen insisted, "This is no illness, call Milana Harris from the mosque." Harris, a stern cleric with a reputation for exorcisms, arrived that evening. "A Jinn's work," he diagnosed, eyeing Arthur's. "Twitching form. We'll need a ritual." As days passed, Arthur's condition worsened. He climbed onto Sarah's shoulder, growling, "I'll protect my kin." Frida, their housekeeper, entered his room to clean and screamed, collapsing dead from an unseen force. The family fled to the lounge, hearts pounding. "What have I done?" Arthur wept, then snarled, "I'll kill you all." The curse had begun, its roots deeper than they feared. tied to Blackthorn's dark past. Tune in for more every Sunday and Thursday at 11 p.m. on Fears Knock. Subscribe and share.